How ridiculous it's getting? Look at the amount of strategic resources. Things like coal are in demand. And there you have it, 504 production towards buildings. This is a true story of a comeback kid play. When I started on this rugged continent, I did not expect Victoria, from the rulers of England pack, to leap through eras from what seemed to be a backwater country to Pax Britannica, stretching continents and making the game so much fun. Going from just few low yield, low population cities to metropolises that became the production juggernauts of the sprawling empire, with over 400 production not in one but two cities. I'm Comrade Kane, and welcome to Civilization 6 gameplay channel. Naturally, I started with building industrial zones once I got to apprenticeship tech, right? Because obviously, workshop would be the first building that we would need to build to get the first 10% boost to the production. Even though London is already pulling 34 production, which is pretty decent based on the mines that I have around, but also the source of iron that's pulling in 6 production. I have another source of iron here in Liverpool with 5 production, even though it's in the desert. Now, the industrial zone here is just at 1 production. There is no adjacency, so it's kind of tough. I can't build an aqueduct here because I'm planning on Ruhr Valley. Wonder that needs to be adjacent to the industrial zone, so that's okay. But Manchester, I mean, look at these horses. And this is a pretty good strategic move, right? To forward settle another civ. Because if I didn't settle Manchester here, I'm 100% sure Arabia, that is already on my borders just like this, would definitely settle this area. I think the AI must know something that we don't when it comes to strategic resources placement, because I've seen it before. Anyway, this city that seemingly was quite a backwater town with Petra and all this desert that it can reach is going to be something. And I'm very, very excited to see what we can make of it. Governors, Pingala has 1 promotion. I'm focusing on Reyna and Magnus. I made a mistake of promoting Reyna to forestry management that I don't need. I was hoping to get her to contractor. That would allow me to purchase cities with gold. Gold income keeps going higher and higher. I am trading so much iron away, and as well as horses. I mean, iron stockpiling is just amazing. I mean, we have, at this point, we have royal docks, 4 of them so far. I'm also building aqueducts, right, to provide adjacency bonus to future industrial zones. And in a couple of cities, there is a good opportunity to build like a dam and an industrial zone for the adjacency. Same goes for Manchester. This is a potentially +6 industrial zone. So before I build it, I want to get a splendid industrial zone to get arrow score. That's why I build aqueducts in the cities that I'm planning to build industrial zones. It would be important to get to the next golden age. Right now, I'm running free inquiry golden age because which provides additional Eurekas provide additional 10% of technology costs. And we get bonus science from the royal docks. This one gets double adjacency from Reyna, of course, whereas the other ones are not as prominent. But it is still better, I think, in this case, maybe to go with free inquiry as opposed to monumentality, because I don't have religion. Religion is gone. My cities are under Catholic pressure. Well, they're all converted to Catholicism. Catholicism does not offer any special beliefs that I could use. A synagogue is +5 faith, which is okay. I don't really, care for that. I wish it was like food with Gadawas, or maybe something else with diplomatic favor or pagodas. But that's okay. I don't think religion is going to backstop us now, because it's going to be all about gold. Merchant republic in this case, not theocracy. All right, at this point, we are 12 turns away from Kilwa. The problem is that we only have one industrial city-state, because somehow we're going to have to liberate Brussels at some point. Industrial city-states are important to provide the 15% bonus through the empire from 2 cities and 30% bonus to London that will build Ruhr Valley. I did get NITER in my empire. Look at that. Look at that ridiculousness. And so I was hoping to get the special 20% discount policy and purchase a bunch of tiles here before Arabia does it. And with Petra in this city, hey, it should do well. It should do well. Here we go. This is all mine. But look at these tiles. Oh my god. 5 production, 4 production. I passed on this admiral, now I have to wait forever. I should have recruited it. Same thing here. I'm an idiot. No one's earning it, and I passed on the first great merchant. That was a mistake. But look at the great engineers. Actually, there are other civs getting some great people's points. It's not cool. Not cool. More whales, and here we go. Whales are... I think I flooded the market. But this is not a bad mausoleum. And I think for the first time I got the snowy mausoleum built. I mean, I'm making so much gold. Might as well. Here's the thing, though. I explored this part of the ocean already. There's nothing much for me. I'm making my way with this galley. Some perilous waters here. Running into more barbarians. 20. There we go. 7 production. So Manchester is at 26. Right? With... Wow, Newcastle is doing pretty well too, actually. Oh, here's Harold. Wow. Okay. Finally, I found him. Uh-oh. I think Gilgamesh is in trouble. America doesn't screw around.
Is one of the most beautifully built cities.
Boom! Kilway's built.
The houses there are entirely made of wood. Their rooftops out of
We're... Everything is according to plan. Everything is going according to plan, which is great. Hey, we're not having enough amenities. Let's buy some luxuries. This should do it. Let's let this city grow. I think Forbidden City would be... Oh, shoot. Can't do that. Let's start selling NITER. Hell yeah, why not? Let's see. Let's see what kind of deals we can get. Sell it to the guys on the other continent, right? Can I do an alliance with Gilgamesh? I can. No. I can upgrade it. That's awesome. And heal it. Oh, wow. The Americans are right here. Okay. I think this is the only possible... Because we're going to have 7 trade routes complete. And maybe a couple more built. So, you know what? Why not? Production-wise, London is at 40. Newcastle. Manchester on NITER. And Newcastle on marble. There we go. Well, let's see who's got most science right now. Oh. So I'm gonna buy a university here. Alright, I'm trying to get some mass production. Can get Venetian arsenal built soon. And then start the conquest. Here we go, Merchant Republic. Most of the time, that is not my choice, but not in this case. Not in this case. That's a gold game here. So, actually, a little bit of science will help too. I guess iron has ran its course. No one wants it anymore. But that's fine. Don't care. Because we have NITER. But, I mean, look at this NITER. Unbelievable. It's at 50 production now. This is beautiful. Beautiful. What I'm trying to do is get to mercantilism and get Sea Dog. In order to do that, I have to boost these 2 civics. And I'm trying to boost as many civics as I can, right? Because boosting civics pays off in like culture amount generated. So it makes sense, a lot of sense. Now, when it comes to great people, next turn, I'm getting the merchant. It's not a big deal. Artist, on the other hand, oof. I am not even close. Me and Norway will like 2 naval civs. We're not doing anything artistic here. So I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it for 3,800 gold. Shooting for Ruhr Valley. We just have... This is not happening. The musketmen. It's too bad. So this is the goal. This is all we need, right? For the game. Also, a massive focus on shipyard production in every city, in every port, rather. And so I am actually running veterancy, right? That helps the production. Ideally, craftsman plus 14 on industrial zones now. I mean, our industrial zones are not too shabby. I mean, they're like at 4 each, average. And then we'll double the production of industrial zones in each city. I am hoping to get the Coliseum. Did some chopping to get the district with Arena done, as well as Coliseum. So chopping is amazing. That's why Magnus is here. Reyna is working out pretty well. We have the promotion for obviously the harbor adjacency, but also tax collector. Okay. I do want to get her to the contractor, hence Casa de Contratación, which will give us 3 governor promotions. So I screwed up. That's okay. I did get this city settled to get access to this NITER and also this little guy. So this is looking good. I did explore this coast, so it looks like we're in a great position here geographically. If you look at the map, so we have access to both sides of the world. This is amazing, actually. So US, America's here, right? With probably Norway somewhere up there. I don't know. And the rest of them are on this side. So this map worked out so good. So good. Another thing is, found this little Antarctic island, which will be a perfect spot for my Amundsen station. This will be fantastic. I am sending a settler. I'm not sure if I think I'm gonna go all the way here and settle the grapes, or wine rather. This looks like a really good spot. Plus NITER, another ridiculous production tile. Ideally, I want to block America from settling any of these islands, because pretty sure there are going to be some strategic resources in the future, like aluminum. And aluminum is going to be important for the science victory. Lots of barbs here. That's why I need sea dogs. I need sea dogs to take them out and pick up those villages that are still around. What I don't like is this. Brussels was taken over. It's unfortunate that Brussels is like 2 tiles in. I wish it was on the coast. But this might be one of the possible invasions we can do here. And liberate Brussels with like battleships. So eventually I'll get there and get to that 3800 somehow. We have 10 turns at least, maybe a little more. Here's a great merchant. We have 2 envoys that I'm going to save for now. I want to get to this weed, actually. Wheat. I just spent $200 on it. I don't know how I feel about that. Everybody gets a shipyard. You get a shipyard. You get a shipyard. Once I'm done with the shipyard, guess what else is coming online? Skadish. Well, hopefully no one else is building it. We have London. Newcastle does not have a trade route, and it needs it because I'm building Casa de Constatación, because I already screwed up on some governor titles. This is good. Oh, we can go to London. Why not? Once I buy Great Artist, I'm gonna buy a couple of settlers and make sure I plug in these holes. One here and one here. Because this desert, it's going to have some kind of freaking resources. There is a lot of opportunity to settle this, but I need some troops to help out. And I still haven't built the next government building, right? And I don't know where it should be. Do I levy troops and, go take out the barbs here with levy troops like from Hong Kong? They have a couple of, what is that gonna cost me? Only 480. I think it makes sense. I'm making so much gold. So the plan here is to chop out the rainforest to pop 2, immediately get a settler out and settle another city as soon as I can. North, south, doesn't matter, but we need to settle this stuff. Look at this. I'm getting a great artiste. Snatch. Earned great artiste. I mean, look at this. Boosted. Everything's boosted. I need 2 theater squares, though. One of them, that is a +4.
Queen of Castile and their successors.
Casa de Constatación. Really needed it because we're gonna go and buy districts with gold. And we need to... Bengala might have to go to London eventually, right? No. No. Oh. I thought it was Venetian Arsenal for a second. Here we go.
I think the human race
Industrials.
made a big mistake.
Come on, Cole. Come on. Ooh. That's it. 2. You know what? I'll take it. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. How long do you think it takes to build a factory in a city that has 80 production? 1 turn? No, I'm just kidding. I lost out on the wonder here, so, but that's okay. I mean, it takes 6 turns in the city here. That's not bad. Once we're done with the Venetian arsenal, another 4 turns for a factory here. England's trade, 20% discount to industrial buildings. That certainly helps. 3 turns left, guys. Oh, that means I'm gonna get 2 frigates. Sweet. Here's a question. I have an admiral that can create an ironclad. I'm also building Venetian arsenal in 3 turns. So, like, if I wait until the arsenal is ready, would I get 2 ironclads? I mean, that would be ridiculous, right? I can't imagine. Oh, fuck.
The Commonwealth
Stuka.
of Venice in their armory have this inscription.
No, can't win them all. Can't win them all, guys. Just lost Patala. So, moment of truth. Do I get 2 ironclads because I have Venetian arsenal for activating Yu Sang-sin? No. I mean, that would be broken. But 1 ironclad still works, and it provides coal. Hey, can't go wrong with it. I mean, seriously? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, I can't believe you did that. You fudge monkey. Oh. Well, hopefully I make it here. Question becomes, can I push him with culture, right? Like, maybe eventually? Can I build a preserve in, like, in the middle of the desert? Wait, hold on a second. I'm just curious. Never built preserves. Let's see what happens. Class struggle is boosted. You know why? Because I have 3 factories. I mean, this industrial zone is not impressive. The whole idea is that we're at 113 production right now, or 124 if you want to focus on it. I want to get to national parks, conservation, because we need amenities. This empire is growing out of control, and the population of the cities is not huge by any means, but we have 2 cities at 100, over 100 production. I mean, it's insane. Ruhr Valley is under construction, 9 turns left. This just looks so good. I mean, what is happening with this whale? What is happening with this amber? Remember that guy? Nice. Look at these whales. Oh my god, look at this whale. Yeah, I'm excited. Now, the preserve, the Petra Preserve worked. I'm not sure, I can't improve these things, right? Like, so we just have grove here. I never built preserves, so it's a little bit, sanctuary. Sanctuary will provide us provide us gold and stuff, and breathtaking tiles, which we don't have yet. But I'm planning on it. I'm planning on like Eiffel Tower or something, and eventually, yeah, 14 plus 14 industrial zone. That's a cool wonder. You know that building in the center of this rendering? It's called Zollverein Coal Mine Industrial Complex. It's a coal mine. Pretty cool. Love it. I wish I had some coal in London, but you know what? We might not need it. We have iron. What I did was recruit Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo provides +3 culture to every workshop. Let's see, workshop. We are getting 6 from every workshop because Leo got an extra charge from the mausoleum. How important mausoleum is? I would say it's one of the best wonders in the game. Seriously, if you can get those engineers. It's amazing. With Ruhr Valley built, man, this is industrialization on a whole other level. Our modifiers are up to 50%. So it's +25 from buildings in London. I have another city that is on steroids here. And it's 24 from buildings as well. I think I definitely need more promotions for Magnus. If I get Magnus to vertical integration, ooh, that could be something. Because this, I haven't planned it well. I didn't plan it well at all for the original effects. But here's an industrial zone impact, right? Additional bonus through vertical integration. And here's another one. I don't have anything here. This is too far. I might be able to build another industrial zone like here, I think, to reach. And maybe, just maybe, I can push Arabia with culture and get those to build industrial zones as well. Vertical integration, yeah, got to be surrounded by other industrial zones with like 6 tile distance, unless you have Mexico City that extends that range, Mexico City state, but I don't. So the culture from workshops really pushed us to like the first place right now for culture generation, not tourism, but it's not threatful at all. Technology wise, we're still like 5 techs behind, but we're like flying through it now. Coal plants have been built in every city. I'm gonna throw down an industrial zone right here, +4. That's a splendid one. That's another era score. We actually are in a golden age, and Heartbeat of Steam is on. I got Sea Dogs. Sea Dogs are so awesome. Come and get some. Destroy camps, outposts, unlock villages. This is amazing. I mean, our fleet is pretty impressive right now. All I need to do is get to battleships, and then we're gonna be doing something else with our navy, supporting the invasion. Still looking at you, Brussels. Mapuche is friendly, but not for long. Not for long. I wanted to make it official, so I denounced Mapuche, and now I have a Casa Belli. So I don't really want to like start a world war. I want to keep my trade relationship with these guys so that I can make some gold off of them. I think by the time I'm gonna get there, my units will need to be upgraded. It's pretty far. It takes forever. But moving troops, I mean. In the meantime, a little pillaging doesn't hurt. And we'll probably take out this buffing Mapu and keep it for like upgrading purposes. But Mapuche seem to have a little bit of a coastline, so it'll be useful to pillage it a little bit. And maybe keep the war going, but the war awareness impact on amenities might be a concern later on. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. My main goal is to liberate Brussels. I can't go there with crossbows and musketmen, so I need to wait to upgrade these things to like cannons and line infantry. It also doesn't hurt to get experience for the Navy units. So by the time we actually get battleships, they're promoted and eventually get 1 extra range, which is like 3 tiles away. That'll be super, super helpful and powerful. Military emergency is always a concern, but we're making so much Diplo favor, I might just spend it and make sure no one declares war on me, even though I feel very comfortable being declared on. I actually could take advantage of it. Overall, a little victorious war always helps in getting more yields and just developing and advancing further in the game, whether it's science, culture, or faith. So faith especially, my faith generation is pretty low, and there are improvements in districts that can provide faith. You know, if you can get like 150 faith per pillaging, why the hell not, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. Here we go. We got oil, we got battleships. So this is another chapter, huge milestone. I'm going straight for artillery as well, because it's going to take a little effort to take out Brussels, being that it's inland. And Mapuche, they actually get plus 10 combat strength, right, against the civs in Golden Age. And yeah, look at Britannia. Britannia is in the Golden Age, rolling Golden Ages now. Man, I can't keep this city because it changes loyalty too quick, drops loyalty. So, I mean, I have a chance to upgrade a couple units and then boom, it flips. So I need a base of operations here set up eventually. Didn't plan on it really well, but hey, like any war goes, you can have the best plans in the world, when on the battlefield, shit's flying right in your face. I also like 2 turns away from artillery. Oh man, I just lost my cannon. See? Man, I didn't realize how strong Mapuche is. I mean, it's plus 10 combat strength. It's not a joke. That makes a huge difference. Plus, it's not like we have fascism with any kind of combat boosts. So London right now has, production-wise, we have plus 7 and plus 15% towards buildings and wonders from Hong Kong. So the time has come to take Brussels out. Very easy with these battleships. Alright, so I'm going to liberate it right away. And here it is. But the frustrating part is, like, your units get kicked out, right? And I mean, look where it is. I mean, come on. And now we can see that London has plus 14 towards buildings, districts, and wonders. Plus 14 production because of 2 city-states, but also plus 30% towards buildings and wonders at the bottom from 2 city-states, Brussels and Hong Kong. So it's doubled. And we're close to 200 production. Whereas Manchester and NITER is over 200 production already. And it's only getting 15% towards buildings and wonders percentage-wise. It's getting plus 12 from those 2 city-states. But its working tiles are insane. Its working tiles are insane. And once I get Magnus promoted to vertical integration, it's going to get a bonus, production bonus for both of these industrial zones. So Manchester and NITER is definitely much stronger production city than London, at least for now. And London is getting Ruhr Valley. Ruhr Valley is not, it's not that great, allegedly, apparently. I'm just going to peace out with Mapuche. Don't really need a prolonged war. I mean, I think I pillaged whatever I could there. It's got a pretty poor coastline anyway, so we're getting a pretty good deal. He shouldn't have started it. In order to build a park in a different location, you have to put an improvement. And look, the game switches the tiles for the park where I need it. And that's our first park. Why am I building parks in a science game? Because of amenities. We need 20% boost to our yields, and for that we need +5 amenities in our cities. 3 to 4 amenities only get you plus 10% yield. Now you notice that I'm building a settler. The production, the total production that's showing, even if I focus on it, it's still lower, right, than we've seen before, because we only get 15% towards units and 6 production towards units from like the city-state envoys. We have suzerainty over Kabul only, not Nazargamwe. If it was 2 city-states, obviously I would get plus 30% boost. So that's something to think about, but I want to have control. I'm saving my envoys to have control over cultural and industrial city-states for now, at least. Maybe even, you know what? That one extra envoy at Samarkand just earned us 80 more gold per turn. In the meantime, expansion efforts do not end. I'm landing on this continent here because there are lots of woods to chop, laser chopping. So the only purpose to found a city here is to chop out lasers later on. I have so many great engineers, I'm using them to recon at this point. It's getting ridiculous. It's a good thing I brought a couple of units here, because these barbs, the Eskimos are locked and loaded. So I'm thinking this is quite a perfect spot for a Amundsen polar station. Amazing, right? Like, we put a city here, get a campus, and we have 5 snow tiles within the city. I think that's the best spot. I love that. All right, what is happening here? No, Caesar. No, this is not your Rubicon. You don't do it. I mean, do it and find out what happens if you want. I have Anchovies Witness here, ready to go. And his friend here, for good measure. Honestly, this would be an act of war. I'm gonna go to war. Well, he didn't settle, so this is ours. Got lucky. Although it would have made game more fun, that's for sure. In this science game, my culture is a little high. This is probably the ugliest Eiffel Tower, and I'm going to build even an uglier Golden Gate Bridge to nowhere. That's right. Pingala is there, earning some culture. Doesn't hurt. I want to get through the civics tree as fast as possible. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, this neighborhood never fails. I mean, I even put it on a freaking island, and they still do this to me. I need to station a couple of units there. And here's Broadway, just because I can. And boom! Here we go, comrades. We have communism. The best form of government for science victory. Because collectivization policy provides so much food, a little bit of production to the trade routes, can't really go wrong with it. And we're going to build more. We have 11 trade routes now. I think I can get that number to about 15, 20. Man, this is an example of another seemingly maybe useless city Although there are a bunch of resources: NITER, coal, oil, silk, silver. Holy crap! I can and we can get like a campus going here as well, maybe. Rolling into the modern era, I think I still gonna go with the heartbeat of steam. It's fine because I'm building more and more campuses. The one thing I want to do is professional sports. Why? Because amenities. Because of the ski resort that provides amenities. I have a bunch of mountains. Super cheap, right? To get those amenities, and super, super useful, in my opinion. Man, how about this city? I went as far south as I could with access to snow tiles. Actually, I guess I could have put it on the most southern tile right there. Oh, man. Well, Lake Custer, my Amundsen Scott. Looks awesome surrounded by icebergs and ice blocks with Aurora Borealis going on there. Ah, it's awesome. This is like a late game What the foobar? You gotta be kidding me. This did not just happen.
Sports do not
Hold on a second. Let me just... What the hell? Wow. That is a that was a ballsy move on Mapuche's part, right? Like, I mean, I didn't surround Brussels with my units because honestly, was pretty sure he wouldn't go back for it. But this is some serious call for war. Fucking bastards. I am gonna have to take out a couple of his cities. Alright, aluminum is here, so... Ooh. Sweet. That is awesome. And where else do we have it? We have it in a couple of spots, actually. This is fantastic. Fantastic. This is why it's important to expand. Never stop expanding, because you never know. You never know where these resources are going to show up. You actually do know, like rainforest and desert tiles, right? So same goes for it's aluminum and oil, right? So in the meantime, I got Reyna here to purchase a campus, then raise some gold, purchase a library, university, and lab, and then boom, Gustav is here, ready to go to place the station wonder. We just need to wait for rapid deployment civic to finish researching in one more turn. Well, here comes the resolution I was waiting for. Thank you very much. We're all for justice in this world. All for justice. There's literally, it's all about freedom. Boom! And the Statue of Liberty in your face, Mapuche. It's all about freedom. It has nothing to do with resources. There is no oil at Brussels. We all know that. There's no benefit to me whatsoever. My genius stratego mind is going with engineers as recon units. Perfect. And I think an infantry army should be decent enough to hold the position there around Brussels. I don't think we have huge issues defending the city. I have an artillery here with the observation balloons, so we should be set to provide defense and expand our operations further. In the meantime, there are a couple things we can still pillage, which is absolutely anytime. I'll take it. I just need to finish my pet project before we focus on the military operations there. 270 turns, not a problem. Boom. I think Gustav can build it in 3 turns. That's where a mausoleum is so important. I wouldn't be able to build Amundsen Station with Gustav in 2 charges. But 3 charges? Hell yeah, that works. Here's an interesting tip I found. So you can sell off your artifacts, empty your museums. That will allow that city to allow you to build another archaeologist to get more artifacts that you can sell off. Selling them off obviously provides boatload of gold, and if you're going for a science victory, artifacts are useless, pretty much, or any great works for that matter. So I don't even hold it. And I know that cultural victory is not even close to any of my opposing AI civs, my friends. So I'm selling everything all the time. All right, this is take 2. Okay. Only this time we're not leaving. We're staying forever. I think I'm going to annex a couple of cities here, create a buffer, so to speak. What would be cool, right? Like in Civ 7, is to create like a larger nation out of city states. Like it's Brussels, and I know Brussels is like indebted to me. Like we have all of the envoys. We're the only nation that is a full suzerain of that city state. If I liberate a city state, I want to gift them more cities. Like create a buffer. Just, create a more interesting gameplay by doing that. I would love that. And those cities can develop just like this city state itself. Just building some units and improving stuff. I don't know. I mean, this is not a bad looking Golden Bridge. I mean, the emergency is over. Obviously, that was too easy. We get some little bonuses. And we get another more gold. It's 700 gold per turn. And not even trying. But just 11 trade routes. Usually, you'll see this posts about people getting gold per turn. It's like in the thousands. But you have like 40 trade routes. Come on. Who does that? At this point, I'm not even rushing through it. This is my second spaceport. But I'm going to take my time and just play a Civ building game. I want to see how high I can get my 2 cities, London and Manchester, on NITER, to what kind of production we can get. The highest production possible. Speaking of Civ building, these yields. This yields got better because now we have breathtaking. Oh my god, this Petra is amazing. This whole city, what are we at? 260? Both of these cities is just insane. I've never had that type of production. But I'm just civ sitting. One more turn, and we're done. This is beautiful. So this empire is stretching pretty significantly now. I'm building royal docks everywhere, trying to get my trade routes even higher capacity. And at the same time, I've noticed that the Arabian cities, it's discouraging 789 turns, but it's a trend. It's a trend that's starting. So I'm not really pushing with any kind of loyalty projects or anything like that, but this is the start. Oh my god, look at this matchup. So I have infantry army, right, versus crosser, which is okay. Yeah. Versus line infantry corps. That is insane. I get it. He's got +5 from Great General. There is like a support bonus and whatever else. This is insane, right? But +10 combat strength against civs in the Golden Age. That's crazy. I'm afraid that I might lose my infantry army. And there's no escape. Well, I guess I could escape. But shit. It's ridiculous. Look at that. Didn't even destroy him. I need Air Force. I need Air Force pretty immediately. As soon as I can get it. Nadal is one of the few city-states that is accessible by water. So we have Matthew Perry paying a visit as an ambassador. Boom. Now we have a bunch of envoys and no competition. Sweet. So I don't have to worry about the cultural city-states keeping them in my orbit. I mean, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool setup. And so all I need to do is compete for the commercial merchant city-states with Teddy. Well, it looks like London has taken over the first place in the competition for the highest production. 449. Come on, trying to get 450. So I got +5 amenities. So we got 20%. That's 40 production. We got 60% in modifiers coming in. I was under the assumption that I'm supposed to have 70% in modifiers because I would be getting 20% from Amundsen Station, as long as I have 5 snow tiles in the Amundsen Scott Station city. Turns out the other cities that have snow tiles, 5 snow tiles, would get that 20% production. Otherwise, you only get 10. Totally misread it. So 10%, not bad. I'm still holding out on Manchester getting more production, being that Magnus now has vertical integration, right? I'm building an industrial zone at Sheffield as well. And if these cities fall in 20 turns, I'm going to build more industrial zones, and we'll see how far we can take it. But I keep building more parks because I want to make sure that I have enough amenities to keep it going. The cities are still growing, and it's getting harder and harder to keep the amenities high. But we are doing pretty well in that respect, relatively. So there is actually a Stadio de Maracana that I want to build and finish as well. But at this point, I think the snowball is pretty much complete. As you can see, we are taking over some cities from our friends here. I don't think they mind. I mean, at this point, I think they probably prefer that we take over, right? I really would like you guys to take a look at my units and, just express appreciation for the hard work the Hard Blows did, the Anchovies Witness, Battleship Army, the Cocky Dreadnought, the Queen's Booty, the Royal Reach Around. That's another battleship fleet that really took it to a whole other level. We just would like to express our gratitude and appreciation. Thank you for your service. Public announcement over. Terrestrial laser number 1. Launch. Lagrange laser. Number 2. Launch. This is something just, happens when you have ridiculous production and have lasers ready to be chopped. Now, how sad is this? Isn't it the saddest possible picture? I was ready to chop out my laser when all these woods burned up, and now I have nothing to chop for several turns, I guess, until they regrow. I've never seen that before, so I just thought it was really, really humorous. The Missile Silo Resort, where we take care of our military men. Very proud of this creation, not gonna lie. You have to appreciate the beauty of the game sometimes. Slow down, listen to the sounds, look at the cool stuff. I love doing that. Love doing that. By the way, if you have a mod, the screenshot mod, what it doesn't tell you is that you can speed up animated date of time. The way you do it, you hold Alt and scroll the mouse wheel. Obviously, you can only do it on a PC, but that's kind of cool, right? Like, hey, you want to look at a daytime? Time lapse, so to speak. Whoa! Look how many penguins we got here. Can't build an industrial zone because our population is at 3. That sucks. Oh, wait a second. Haha. Yeah, I can. +5. Badoosh. 12 turns. That's not good. How about 5 turns? What about here? Let's build an industrial zone. Oh no, population needs to be 10. Boom. That is such a fun thing to do. 9 turns? What kind of craziness is this? I want to change the government. I want to change the government to synthetic technology. Right? Because it provides plus 30% production towards all city projects. So I want to see. I want to see if it makes a difference between communism and what kind of difference it makes between communism and synthetic technology when it comes to actual production. It's not bad at all. Yeah, communism definitely works better. We still have 400 production. It's funny because in the competition of the highest production cities, London is barely holding on. And you know what? Because these guys are building industrial zones that will contribute through vertical integration to Manchester and NITER production. So let's get it to the point real quick and see who wins. Final round, London versus Manchester. This is not football or soccer. And there you have it. 504 production towards buildings. This is London. This is the best we can do. Although, I guess we could have more trade routes. I'm only getting 93 from trade routes, so not all trade routes are going from London. I have half of them going from Manchester. So, I guess it is possible. If a trade route is like a 7, and we have at least 7 of them, that's another 50. Theoretically, it could go all the way to 600 with no modes, with no gimmicks, with no exploits or anything like that. Unfortunately, Manchester, we have wavering loyalty problems, so I guess maybe a spy performed an action of some sort to drop it. I can't think of anything else. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This was fun. This lady is an absolute beast. Or this map just played out so well. This was a lot of fun. Sim sitting, civ sitting, building out, doing all kind of things. It was amazing. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. And one more turn.
The first pioneers set forth on an uneasy course.